What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? A young man's best option is to remain single. Do not get caught up in titles. Do not get caught up in relationships and all that good stuff and that commitment type of stuff while you are young. Because to be honest with you, the climate has changed if you did not notice, okay? And society changes, times change, norms change. So you have to move with the times, you have to adapt. And in today's climate, today's society, and this is not some kind of doom and gloom message, right? Like it's all over, right? No, I'm just basically telling you shit done changed. So you have to maneuver a little bit differently, right? In today's climate, a relationship is not the most sustainable of things, especially when you are younger. Now, is there some traditionalist or is there a traditional type of people out there? Yes, of course. But for the majority, I'm gonna get right into it actually. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I humbly appreciate y'all. So, like I was saying, I actually made a video not too long ago, a couple of videos down, a couple of days ago, and it was called The Dating Scene is Very Hedonistic. And basically, what I said in this video is basically it's a free for all out here. It is basically the Wild Wild West all over again. It's basically ancient Rome all over again, right? It's basically what you can call like we're in a very liberated part of time. And this is not, I'm gonna preface this every single time, right? This is not some kind of debate of morality. It is just the fact of the matter. We are in a very hedonistic time. We are in a hedonistic era. It's cyclical, right? It's coming back. So now we're back in the hedonism part of times. And as I stated earlier, is there some traditional people out there? Is there some people that are very, just want to live average lives and not partake in tomfoolery? Yes, there is, but there's not much, okay? There's not much. That is kind of far few in between. And look, don't get it twisted. Relationships with a healthy relationship with a person that cares about you and that actually wants to achieve some type of goal, wants to achieve some type of family, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, it is something to aspire for. I feel like everybody deep down inside aspires for that. But getting back to the topic, as for young men coming up that don't even know who they are, they don't even know the harshness of reality yet. They haven't even experienced reality in its rawest form. A lot of these young men want to hop in relationships straight away and they just got out of high school or they're going into college, what have you. They don't even know who the hell they are. They barely know their damn name. You know what I mean? Like, I might be over exaggerating, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. But of course, they want female validation. This is the root cause of why a lot of these dudes want to rush into relationships, because they want female validation when this whole time they're not even ready for a relationship, because relationships nowadays are a full-time job. These relationships are a second job, and for some of y'all a third job. Okay, some of y'all a third job. It is not really worth it. I mean, like I said, a lot of these guys don't even know who the hell they are, and they're just trying to rush to get into a relationship because they feel like that is the missing piece to complete them. No, that's not the missing piece to complete them. You are the missing piece to complete you, because your brain hasn't even developed yet. You feel what I'm saying? And even for men that are more up in life too, hell, if they're not where they need to be, then they need to hold off on relationships too. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, these relationships are a full-time job. And fellas, let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it confused. With today's economy, right? With today's economy, there's no time to add a liability. And I'm sorry to refer to relationships as a liability, right? Because it's a job with really nothing in return if it's a pointless ass relationship where both parties are just getting into a relationship just to be in one, right? A pointless ass, no type of goal, no type of anything, just a useless relationship, right? There's no end goal to it. That is a liability, okay? And it is not going to be adding. As a matter of fact, it is going to be taking away. And in today's economy, we do not know when the hell this economy is going to bounce back. We don't know when the hell is going to go back to normal, whatever normal might be, right? As far as normal goes, because we might not never go back to the norm, okay? The world that we knew pre-quarantine, that's not the world that world is gone, y'all. That shit is gone. You feel me? So we are in this world that is extremely hedonistic, right? And as I stated in my other video, it's called the dating scene is hedonistic, right? The dating scene is hedonistic. Really, it's been like that since like the 60s. Okay, it's really been like that since the 60s. But nowadays, as I stated, it's getting even worse. And yes, there are some traditional people out there, but as far as the mainstream goes, as far as what everyone is following, that is about 80% of the damn population. That's like 80% of the mindset, right? And what is the mindset? The mindset is sneaky links. The mindset is having rotations and shit like that. Once again, I'm not debating the morality. This is not a morality discussion. It is just what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it's not whatever the morality of it is, so be it, right? But I'm just telling you guys, it is what it is. Having sneaky links is cool, right? Having side pieces, that's encouraged. Why would you want to waste your time getting into something like that when you don't even, if you don't even know yourself, if you haven't even developed your character yet, right? It's kind of like a game, or it's kind of like a movie. You have to let the character develop. It's character development. Why would you want to rush into something and you don't even know yourself? And if you don't know yourself, you are more likely to jump into something that is going to F you over, right? You're more likely to get in some kind of meaningless, arbitrary relationship that's going to F you over because you don't have that knowledge yet. You don't have that respect for yourself yet. So you will let people in that don't respect you in. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Like, you are more likely when you are just growing up, right? When you are just experiencing life, you really don't have the full grasp of respecting yourself. Therefore, you are more than likely to bring someone in a relationship who doesn't respect you, right? You don't pick up on certain red flags like, hey, this chick has a billion male friends, right? And I don't want to hear all of this, oh, men are insecure and stuff. Look, baby, I know I get some young ladies on here. If you don't like it, I don't care. You feel me? I'm just gonna, I love y'all. You feel me? You guys are more than welcome to watch my content. But if you don't like it, there's plenty of other content creators that you can watch, right? But guys they don't respect themselves. So they don't look out for red flags such as this chick has a billion male friends, right? Or she is constantly out in the streets. Every time you open up her story or every time you see her on social media, she's at some kind of club. She's at some kind of hardcore party event where everyone is using all type of substances and stuff like that. Like, you don't notice these type of things because you don't even know yourself yet. You don't even look for these red flags, and you end up getting with this type of chick, and it ends up being a fiasco. It ends up being an effing disaster, right? Much less if you have a child. Now you have this financial obligation on top of everything else, and it's just not ideal, right? Of course, every man wants to be in a relationship when they grow up. Of course, everybody, period, wants to be in a relationship. But in nowadays climate, with the economy and the way that the relationship structure is, because let's be honest, the structure of relationships is very hedonistic, and it is very loose. It has no boundaries. okay? Like our grandparents' times. And don't get it twisted. This BS of infidelity and stuff like that, it's been going on since the beginning of time, okay? It's been going on since the beginning of time, since we can even remember. But there were restrictions and there were consequences to doing that type of activity. But nowadays it's almost encouraged, right? I see these memes all over the internet talking about sneaky links, and you guys might think, hey, it's just a joke, it's just comedy. Art imitates life and life imitates art, right? It's damn near interchangeable. So what I mean is, when you see these memes of sneaky links and she's got a side piece and she's sneaking out and he got a sneaky link and stuff, that is based on true events. It's based on true events, right? You see all of these memes of being unloyal, unfaithful, and this is what's glamorized. This is what is cool. So why the hell would you want to not even know who the hell you are and jump into a situation, and this person has that type of mindset, of the sneaky link mindset? They got a sneaky link type of mentality, and you just hopped in a relationship with them because you don't know no better, because you're just so thirsty for validation, okay? A lot of these channels huff and puff about how females want attention and how they want validation. They never discuss about how a lot of these men have something missing on the inside. So that, not saying that everyone that gets in a relationship is missing something on the inside. No, as a matter of fact, when you do get yourself together, when you do know this world for what it is, right? Then yes, get in a relationship if you want to. Who the hell am I to tell you not, right? But it is very foolish, it is very unwise of a person that is naive, of a man that is naive to everything, and he wants validation, to just jump into a relationship. It's gonna be a disaster. She's going to run circles around him, because let's be completely honest. When it comes to relationship dynamics, and don't take this the wrong way, don't start getting it in the comments huffing and puffing. I'm just telling you what it is, right? I'm telling you what it is. And you can't really deny this. For the most part, in general, for the grand scheme of things, females run men in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's some men that stand up to all the nonsense and they got the household in check, right? Of course, there's men like that out there. I'm not saying all men are like that, but a vast majority are. And with that being said, this chick is gonna run circles around you. She's gonna run circles around you, and you're not gonna know what the hell happened, because you're just not cognizant. you're going out into the forest, you're going out into the wilderness, no flashlight to see in the dark, right? You're going out into the wilderness with no kind of food and no kind of sustenance. You don't know the landscape of the wilderness, and you're just set out there, and you're gonna get devoured by wolves. And that's just an analogy of how it's gonna be when you step into the dating game. And once again, this is not a doom and gloom type of video. No, as a matter of fact, it is somewhat of a motivational video to tell y'all, hey, look, you better get yourself on point. You better get yourself on point before you jump into some committed relationship. You feel what I'm saying? You better get yourself to the best of what you can be before you jump into a relationship, right? Before you get out here and jump off the porch, so to speak, right? Anyway, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.